Hey guys, this is Jacques from MakuluLinux and welcome to another video. So this is going to be our final little update to the virtual cam because it's now fully functional. Added a couple of extra functions to it, and this is definitely going to be in the first beta of Max, which is due in a few weeks time. Both the Ubuntu and the Debian version seem to be on track to go live together. We might release them one after the other. I'm not quite sure yet. But anyway, so let's quickly take a look at what's changed. You can now select your resolution going in. Because I'm inside a virtual machine, the higher resolutions will affect, camera speed and so forth. So for the purposes of even though my camera supports 1080p, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to select 640 by 480 just to get better performance. So now when you open up the webcam app, you get your configuration on the right and you get a black screen essentially on the left. You can enable the camera by ticking this little tick box. There we go. I tick it, camera's on. I tick it again, camera's off. Tick it again, camera's on. So it's a little flip switch, right? You can tick it on and off. So let's go here to our camera test. Allow. And just see if it's picking up the virtual cam. Yes, it is. There we go. This is the virtual cam, so there you can see it, and there it is as well. Right. So I've made some changes to some of the sliders. Can we make this little full screen over here? And then I'm just gonna alt tab that so you can probably better see me. Remember, I'm in 640, so picture quality is not going to be as great as the. But let's do this because I want you guys to see the full effects. So you guys saw that we have blur, right? I can blur out the background, which is quite nice. And then skin smoothing, as you can see, that kind of, just have a look here, like at my wrinkles. I have a couple, right? And then I apply skin smoothing. You can see it starts fading out quite a lot of the wrinkles. Now, of course, going over a certain amount is just going to make your face look very blurry, but look at that. Look at the lines and everything up here, and then look there. They're almost gone, right? So you can probably blur about, say, to about 4 or 5. Just give you that nice little smooth skin look, right? And then you can sharpen your face a little bit as well, so it doesn't look too much like you've, smoothed your skin. Now, we've added an option called fade, which makes it fade to white, the black background, right? So if in case you don't want to use blur, you can use fade. You can just completely remove the background, right? So it's just white. Or you can use a combination of fade and blur to keep it interesting so that you can see there's something there, but you cannot make out what it is. And it's also less intensive on the CPU because you don't have to use that much blur. And it really cuts out the frame. Nice, cuts you out. You don't get a lot of this. Wait, where am I? You don't get a lot of that happening. You see there? You don't get a lot of that happening on you if you use a combination of fade and blur. As you can see, it actually cuts me out very nicely. So blur even more. There we go. And there we go. Now I'm inside a virtual machine, so the performance isn't that great because I'm not really using real hardware. Of course, now you can start playing with your contrast and your brightness. If you want to add a little bit of brightness there, your gamma, you can play with that a little bit as well. Your saturation, I might be a little oversaturated there. There we go. Sharpen, maybe sharpen a little. No, maybe a little less. There we go. And then we take a smoothing down a little notch. Look at that. It's not too bad. There's a little bit of lag, but like I said, I'm on a virtual machine, and I think it's using USB 2 plugged in. So, and then of course, if you want to, you can just click Restore Defaults. Everything goes back to where we started. So instant reset. You see there, with just a fade, it makes a nice outline, but there's still a little. If we go fade to white, fade plus the white, it makes It actually does it really, really nice. This is like having an actual green screen, almost. I've got a very bright light behind me. Right, do you see it there? It's very, very bright. So rather look at me further down. Don't look here at the top of my head because it's very bright. I'm actually surprised it's doing this good a job with that bright light. Anyway, I can turn off that bright light. There we go. Although now the light in front of me is not bright at all. You see, this is where the screen smoothing can come in. Now the room is very dark. Yeah, you see, my camera has like a little sensor in it. It actually brightens when it senses a dark room. It kind of just enhances and makes it brighter. So it's a lot darker than that looks on the camera. Anyway, as you can see, some nice options with the fade to white, blur. So you can use a combination of fade and blur. You blur more, fade more, whatever. Play with your brightness, contrast, gamma, saturation, sharpen. You can sharpen. Look at that. Or you can even use sharpen as a little bit of a blur effect. Let's go to check here. Because sharpen starts at 0 and it goes all the way up to 2. But you can also go all the way down to 1. Look at that. Going backwards on sharpen will actually blur as well. So this is actually great if you want to like speak anonymously somewhere and you want to kind of blur. You can kind of just use a combination of, look at that. Now you can kind of see me, but you can't see me. It's like when they speak anonymously on TV. So if you want to speak to somebody, but you don't really want to reveal your face, I mean, you can make the room a little darker and you can put it on a little bit of blur and then, I don't know. But I thought that might be handy for someone. Anyway. So that's it. That's the update. It selects multiple. You can select multiple cameras. You can select the size when you first log in into the camera. It asks you which size you want to set it to. Yeah, interface is nice and easy to use. It's just sliders, and there's now no commands to run or anything like that. You literally just one click. There we go. Open virtual cam, set your size, and then to tick to put on. That's it. And then you select it in your third-party app. Now, I realize in this day and age that quite a few of the apps do come with their own, like I think Skype has a blur background. But that's just one setting. You can't blur it more or less or to your liking, and it doesn't do it really all that perfect. So even in those types of apps, this is gold. I mean, look at this. I can literally almost remove my old back. Actually, I can remove my old background. There we go. Now it's just me and a white background. So you can do that as well, if that's what you want. Anyway, so that's my new update. I'll still keep expanding on it, but I think it's running really nice right now. I think the next step for me is to see if I can push some more performance out of it. I want to start testing this on real hardware because I've mostly been testing it on simulated hardware. Yeah. Anyway, so it's functional now. I think I've added everything that I want to add. I know some people ask me to add fake backgrounds. Maybe I'll do that sometime in the future. Right now, this is more than enough. Because when you start getting fake backgrounds, that's just, I don't have time for that at the moment. We can expand on that. And anyway, once the distro goes live, I'm probably going to put this source code online anyway, so people can expand on it, and maybe somebody else will want to add that function of adding fake backgrounds. The problem also is the goal of this to keep it simple. I don't want to change this into something that you have to run 45 commands. So I'm a little scared to put it open source because people are going to go crazy. And I know the Linux community. They love to overcomplicate everything. And so somebody's going to add some code, and then I'm going to look at it. I'm going to say, wait. Now I have to click 4 things to do something. The whole point of this was to one click, and I really don't want that. So anyway, we'll see how it goes down the road. Right now, it's functional. It's working. I'll probably expand on it a little bit more. I just want to get both versions of Max done now. I wanted Max to come out with the widgets. Let's close this camera, we don't need that now. I wanted Max to come out with a widget system, which is now fully operational. So that's great. I wanted it to work with a voice system, which is fully operational. I wanted some AI in there, which is fully operational, with the chatbots, with AutoGPT, with AI integration into the browser and so forth. That's operational. I wanted the dock layout system to work. That's operational. I wanted the special effects to work. That's operational. I wanted the constructor tool rewritten to work properly, and that's operational. All of the configuring and optimizing and of both Max builds, that's operational. That's done. The flexibility with themes and icon sets and mouse cursors and stuff, that's done as well. Yeah, we've done quite a lot over the last few months. I mean, we've had the base basically done and so forth. Now everything else is pretty much done as well. So I'm quite happy with where we are. Anyway, that's it, guys. That's my video for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Fully operational webcam. Not webcam. Virtual cam. A virtual cam, fully operational. Out of the box, working with some really, really cool effects. Nothing you have to edit. No commands to run. No sudo probe, this, that. None of that crap. It just works. It just works. Just poof, and it works. Done. Some nice features as well. All working straight out of the box. I mean, if you're like even if you're like making your own podcasts or whatever, this is all gold. All gold. I know guys would want to put fake backgrounds in, but you could add that in with a layer as well, I'm pretty sure. You know what? I'll probably add that feature at some point. It gets messy with resolutions and stretching and zooming, and I have too much on my plate right now. Anyway, I just wanted something to sort of blur out the background. That was my goal, and that's what I achieved with this. So I'm quite happy, and look how nicely that's done. Just look at that. It's cut me out almost perfectly. Just apart from this little arm down this side, this little. And I'm sure I can fix that up even more. Let's see if I can. Look at that. I can even go completely white, really. Look at that. I'm virtually, apart from this little thing over here, this little section. But I think it's because I'm out of the camera. Yeah. I think it's because I'm getting to the edge of that detection there. But anyway, look at this. It's like cut me out. Like all around my hair, my head, the top part of my body. It's almost perfect. Wow. This must be as close to a green screen as you can get. I've played with many of these apps, and hardly any of them ever do it this well. This is really, really good. Wow. I think I've outdone myself here. Anyway, mostly it's just fade. This fade made all the difference. So yeah, I kind of brainstormed this over the last day. I thought, well, how can I cut out those edges even better? I thought, well, the edges kind of do look a little white on the white side, you know. So why don't I add a little white to sort of blend that background more and just cut out. Look how well that worked. Anyway, that's it, guys. That's my video for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a comment. And Max is due in a couple of weeks. I have some time off now, so this week I have some time off, so I'm working hard on it. And summer holidays coming up, so I'll have 3 months off. So I'll try and get the first beta out before the summer holiday, and then during summer holiday I'll be working hard to get the second beta out, and then yeah, maybe we'll go public after that. Might be a third beta, I'm not sure. Just it depends. The voice system I know is going to be quite complex. It works well, but you know, there's going to be people with a lot of requests. There's going to be a lot of issues with accents and voice recognition and blah blah blah. If you have a nice clear voice, it works really well. If you have an accent, maybe not so much. I don't know. We'll have to see once it's out. Anyway, that's it, guys. I know I keep saying this, but yeah, I'm done. See you guys next time in the next video. Bye bye.